生バージョン残すエロすぎ。パンモノじゃんか。だがそれがいい。
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Chaos Head Noah. It's Dean the Autist, and ready for an early morning episode. On my end, it's 6:46 a.m. So, yep. Well, the post-awakening costume is so hot. You can totally see her panties. I like that, though.
顔かわいいよ顔。原作再現度はいまいちだけど、プンプンと漂うエロスが木島よしおらしさだよな。これはこれでグッジョブ。
Her face is so cute. It's not quite like in the anime, but it's every bit as sexy as you would expect from Yoshio Kijima JG, man. JG, what is that? Short for good job, slang used by 2000 era Japanese otaku. Okay, so like GG, easy.
上着キャストオフとか、この角度からじゃほとんど全裸にしか見えんひょ
Oh, how her jacket can cast off too. From this angle, she looks practically naked. Yahoo!
髪の動きがいいよな。覚醒バージョンは髪が命って持論があるわけだが、間違ってなかったな。
The way her hair seems like it's moving is great. The hair is what really makes the post-awakening version special. I always thought, and I was right.
さて、それではお待ちかね。パンツいってみようか。どれどれ。
Now it's finally time for the panties. Let me see.
うんうん。V ゾーンの作り込みいいよ。シワのつき方リアルだしって。おお、これスージーさん。すげえ。マジですげえ。クオリティ高すぎ。
They obviously put a lot of effort into designing the V zone. The way it wrinkles is very realistic. Oh, this is a crease. Wow. This is awesome. Truly Takasugi quality. They put a vagina on a doll. They put a vagina on it. I can't even be mad at that. That's just fucking funny.
これセーラタン5作目にして早くも最高傑作爆誕じゃねえ。これ以上すごいのなんて出せないってマジで。やっぱ木島は神。
I think the fifth I think the fifth Sarah figure might turn out to be might turn out to be the greatest of them all. I don't think they can make a better one really. Kojima is a true master. I carefully placed my new Sierra-tan next to the PC monitor. Sierra, you're so sexy. Just looking at her made me grin. This was a moment of pure joy. I logged in on @chan to share my thoughts on the Sierra-tan figure. When that was done, I checked my email and looked at Flippara to see if they had any new friend
おっ
requests.
と、マイフレ申請来てるじゃん。
Oh, somebody sent a friend request?
誰これ。
Who's this guy?
セーラコミュの人か。
Someone from the Sierra community?
はいはい、ゲイですよ。
Okay, got it, sure thing. Just when I was ready to log into ESO, I felt a prickling on the back of my neck. It was the same intense gaze that I always felt. Whose eyes are those? Damn it, not now. When did I first start feeling that gaze? I totally forgotten by now. But it kept getting in my way. A lot of things were happening that would interrupt my daily life, but the gaze was right up there with Nanami for being obnoxious. Okay, time to play the game again. Time to play the I'm not turning around that easily game. I kept my eyes locked on my computer monitor and tried to think of a cool line.
貴様、出てこい。
You there, come out.
僕の目をごまかせるとでも思ったか。甘いな。
Did you think you could deceive my eyes, fool? There was no answer. Of course there wasn't. It'd be scary if there was one.
え
Huh? I heard a noise. I turned around to look before I realized what I was doing. I lost today's Don't Turn Around game. There was nobody in my room. Was I hearing things? I hoped so, I told myself. Again. I heard the sound again. I couldn't lie to myself anymore. It was the sound of somebody knocking on the door, which meant someone was here. Now, it could be the police. It could easily be someone else. So, let's see. Nobody ever came here. Even the people selling newspapers wouldn't come all the way up here. Who could it be? A delivery guy? No, I wasn't getting any packages today. Nanami? No, Nanami would pound louder and harder. And then when she'd scream, "Brother, open up!" I'd recognize it if it were her. Yua? That was likely. She had been here once before. Had the demon girl sent her here to kill me? But if so, why would she go through the trouble of knocking? The knocking sound kept going. I froze, trying to figure out what to do, but no good ideas came to me. I just kept getting more and more scared. I know. I could just pretend to not be here. Or is that just being paranoid? But I should be careful, right? Shibuya's been really dangerous lately. And if it was Yua, I couldn't let her in. I'd basically be asking for her to kill me. Wait, did I lock the door? I looked over toward it to see. It was too dark to tell if the door was locked, however. I softly stood up, walking over to the door, while being as careful as possible to not make any noise. Oh. By the time I made it to the middle of the room, I was finally able to tell for sure. The door wasn't locked. A cold chill ran down my entire body. My heart beat faster from nervousness. Right now, anybody could just walk right in and kill me. I needed to hurry and lock the door. If I made any kind of noise, it would be obvious I was here, but it would be better than letting someone inside. I ran over to the door and stepped on a container of a convenience store dinner I'd bought. I slipped and fell right on my butt. I moaned from the intense pain. And then the door slowly began to open right before my eyes. I didn't know who it was, but who'd ever been knocking was now opening the door. I tried to force myself to stand up, but my body refused to move from the pain. All I could do was watch it open as tears rained down my face. First I saw the hand, the sleeve from my Sume Academy uniform, I could tell that much. Then the hair. It was a little longer than Nanami's, but it was shorter than Yua's. I didn't know who it belonged to. And then I saw the face, peeking out from the other side of the door. Fuck! She had pink hair, right? Did I reach, like, a bad ending? I mean, I guess that's what I get for not choosing any option, so, yeah. For just, playing it straight all the way. Hello? And then I knew who it was. Yep. Someone unexpected. The worst possible someone. My vision threatened to go black from sheer despair. I'm not sure if this is a real character or a delusion. Is this like, okay, so, wait, who was it that said everyone had, like, a masculine and feminine side? It might have been Freud or Jung or someone like that, but, there's a masculine and feminine side to everyone, the anima and animus, I think. Is this, like, Takumi's feminine side that also happens to be murderous? Is that what's going on? I don't know. Maybe all of this is inside Takumi's head. Oh, jeez. Someone unexpected. The worst possible someone. My vision threatened to go black from sheer despair. It was the demon girl. It was the demon girl. Oh, there you are. Yep, she was looking for us. Oh no. Our eyes met. She suddenly smiled happily. Her smile made me shiver. Why didn't you answer me? Oh no. Her other hand was still behind the door. She must be holding one of those cross-shaped stakes in it. She was here to kill me at last. She was smiling with joy at the thought of killing me. It was because I talked to those cops. She'd used her clairvoyant powers to see me doing it remotely. Don't kill me. I tried to scream, but I was too scared to get the words out. Question marks.
コロッケ
Duh. She stared at me, tilting her head, and recited a strange spell. She must be speaking in the demon language. She was going to curse me. I crawled away, trying to get as much distance between me and her as possible. My hands kept slipping on the garbage as I crawled, but I managed to make it far to the far end of the room and hide under my computer desk.
入っていいかな
Hey, can I come in? This is getting weird.
っていうか入っちゃいます
Actually, I'm gonna come in no matter what you say. No, you can stay out there. You can stay out there. The demon girl came inside. She even took her shoes off.
お邪魔しちゃった
Okay, I'm inside.
あ散らかってても私平気だから気にしないでね
Oh, I don't mind the mess. Don't worry. What is she gonna do? The door shut, and now there was nowhere to run. But surprisingly, the only thing she was carrying was her bag. I didn't see any kind of weapon. No, it had to be in that bag. I couldn't let my guard down. The second I let my guard down, she would come for me. Or maybe that spell a second ago had cursed me. In a few days, my body might start spouting blood from all its pores and then I'd die.
頼むよ
Please,
殺さないで
don't kill me. I curled up into a little ball on the floor, cursing the detectives I'd met earlier.
警察に喋ったこと謝るから
I'm sorry that I told the police.
警察
The police?
それに話してもちっとも信じてもらえてなかったし
And I don't think they actually believed anything I said. That was just a lie I'd said to buy time. The detectives had said they'd protect me. If that older guy was doing his job right, he'd surely send an officer to protect me. Then I realized. I told the officer my phone number, but I hadn't given him my address.
ビシッ
Snap! Huh? She suddenly struck a pose, like she was at attention. And then even more strange, she made the sound effect of her hands snapping to attention with her mouth. Was this another demon spell?
独り言はやめるべし
No talking to yourself.
殺さないでとか警察がどうとか私には何のことかさっぱりだよ
Kill you? Police? I don't know what you're going on about. She didn't know? Was this some kind of joke? Or was this her way of telling me to forget that anything had ever happened? What was this girl thinking? Hadn't she come here to kill me?
ほら立てる立とう
Come on, can you stand up? Give it a try. The demon walked over to me and offered a hand. Her expression looked so kind, and up close, I could tell that she was pretty cute. Wait, what had gotten into me? She was a demon. She wasn't pretty cute. She was a murderer. She'd used Yua and Shogun to try and set me up, and now she was here to kill me herself. I couldn't let myself believe her. I'd learned my lesson with Yua. I'd never make the same mistake again. I didn't take the hand she offered to me. I couldn't let her smile fool me. It was a demonic temptation, and if I gave in to it, I'd die. I don't believe in anything. Don't listen to anything anyone says.
だ見たんだ
But I saw you.
お前が人を殺してるとこ
I saw you killing someone.
あのさタクそれかなりひどいこと言ってるって気づいてる
Hold on, I think... Did Takumi even say he was Takumi? Hold on. I'll have to look at that previous scene, like the one where we found the killing again, but I don't think there's any reason for her to know Takumi's name. Unless she overheard it from Misumi. Taku? Do you realize that you're saying something pretty mean?
まさか殺人犯呼ばわりされるなんてね。ははは。
It's hard to believe you're calling me a killer. What was she doing here?
ニュージェネも
New gen. Like the other 4 times.
殺すんでしょう。
You're going to kill me, right?
それとも岩とか将軍とかがいる場所に連れてって。
Or are you going to take me to where Yua and Shogun are waiting?
ユア将軍誰それ
Yua? Shogun? Who are they? So yeah. She somehow knew Takumi's name. And I do not remember if Takumi said his name to her during the crucified killing. So how does this girl know his name? I'll have to look at that scene again, but something is seriously wrong. Maybe the 3 of them were going to work together and kill me when I was helpless.
そんなの嫌だ。
Please, no.
助けて。
Don't hurt me.
じゃあね私を殺人犯扱いしなければ助けてあげる
Okay, if you promise not to treat me as a murderer, I won't hurt you. I knew it.
そんなビビらないでよいちいち私がへこむようなリアクションしてくれるよね
Come on, stop being so scared. You're really trying to make me feel depressed, aren't you?
お願いだ。もう二度と誰にも喋らないから。だから見逃して。
Please, I'll never tell anyone, so let me go.
もしもーしタクちょっと落ち着こう
Hello, Taku? Calm down a little. She kept calling me Taku like we were friends. How did she know my name anyway? Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, she'd know my name when we first met at the scene of the crucified killing. I think I remember that, actually. I think I remember she said his name at the killing, but not that. Okay. How? And how did you know where my base was?
当然でしょ
Of course I know. Let me guess. Are you Takumi's feminine half
あ
or
なたの
something?
名前を知ってるのは
The reason I know your name is... She read my mind. She had magic clairvoyant powers. I knew it. That's where she found my name and address. What's going on? Taki, you talk to yourself a lot. Okay, that was weird.
前から思ってたことだけど
I've always thought this, but... Always? Since when was always... Wait, was I talking to myself? I couldn't tell. Really? Was I really talking to myself? Or was it possible she was lying? Was it possible she read my mind?
タクの名前を知らないわけないよ私物覚えはそんなに良くない方だけど
Of course I know your name, Taku. I'm not good at remembering things, but...
友達の名前くらい覚えるよ
I can remember my friends' names. Friend.
それともタク私のことバカにしてるそりゃ私テストの点数はそんなに良くないけど
Or is this your way of saying I'm stupid? I mean, I don't get very good grades on my tests, sure.
面と向かってそういうこと言われると傷ついちゃうな。
But it kinda hurts to hear it to my face. Was she crazy? Wait, how could I be sure she was the crazy one? Was I crazy? Or was she?
もしかして転校生
Maybe transfer student?
そういえば近いうちに転校生が来るらしいよ。スカチン先生が言ってた。
Oh yeah, there's a transfer student coming soon. Mr. Sukachin was talking about it. We were talking past each other. The fear I could be killed at any moment was starting to fade, but instead another type of fear was slowly working its way through my heart.
もしもし
Hello?
その顔はまさかまだ信じてくれてない？
Don't tell me you still don't believe me.
誰だ
Who? Who? Who are you? She was a murderer, the demon girl.
タクこそクラスメートの顔を覚えてないんだ。ひどー。
Wow, you don't even remember the face of your classmate? That's really mean. Okay, option 1. She's telling the truth. Which, I mean, I guess it could make sense since Takumi said, I don't know my classmates or, like, rarely talk to them. But, you know, she could have, like, talked to him and, like, you know, like, I guess registered him in her mind. Or, 2, she could be lying. That's a possibility. 3, something even more fucked is happening. So, yeah. Like alternate timeline shit, or like maybe she doesn't realize that what she's saying is fabricated. Maybe Takumi's entire life is fabricated. Who knows? We're classmates, not just friends, but classmates.
でもまあしょうがないか。タクはあんまり学校来ないもんね。
Oh well, I guess you don't come to school that often anyway. That does add some credence to the possibility. I'm not
だ
sure.
からって私の存在丸ごとなかったことにするのはどうかと思う。
I mean, we didn't even see her at school, though. Unless she was strategically hidden from us. Still, it's kind of mean to just pretend I never existed.
ちなみに名前も忘れちゃってるわけかな。
By the way, did you forget my name?
はいはいそうなのね。ショック。
Yes, you did, didn't you? I'm a little shocked.
じゃあ思い出させてあげますよっと。
Ahem. I'll help you remember then.
私は
I'm
崎畑リミ。
Rimi Sakihata. Rimi Sakihata.
リアクションなしかい。
Wait, you're not even reacting.
崎畑リミ。思い出した？
Rimi Sakihata. Do you remember now? I never even heard the name Rimi Sakihata before. The only 3D girl I knew would talk to me like that was Yua anyway. And Yua worked for her. In a flash, I suddenly understood. This Sakihata girl was using the same trick Yua had used. She was talking all friendly, knowing that I wasn't used to talking to 3D girls, then she'd set me up for a trap. Of course, I didn't remember the faces of my classmates, and I wasn't interested in trying, but I was sure I'd never seen her in my class. Wasn't I? No, I couldn't be sure. Every minute I spent at school, I spent at my desk, either enjoying delusions while pretending to sleep, or staring at the desk, or pretending to read a textbook. I didn't remember any of my classmates' names. I'd never cared enough to. Which was it? Was what this girl was saying true? No, it didn't matter whether or not she was a classmate. The one thing I was sure of was that she was a murderer.
たく記憶力ゼロ。まあいいや。
Taku, did your memory just not work at all? Well, whatever.
じゃあ大臣に聞いてみて。
Okay, ask Daichin then. Daisuke Misumi? Is that what who you're referring to? God damn it, Misumi! Okay, ask Daichin then. Daichin? Who the hell was that? A person's name? Some kind of code? A demon spell?
大臣だよ大臣三角大輔
Yup. You know Daichin. Daisuke Misume. Huh? She knew Miss Misumi's name, and she called him Daichin. You wouldn't do that unless you were pretty friendly with him.
というわけで
So, here. The demon girl found my phone on the sofa and picked it up, offering it to me. She wanted me to call Misumi, maybe. I didn't like calling people, but if I didn't do it, she might kill me. Helplessly, I decided to call him, but I realized I didn't know Misumi's phone number. I froze. The demon girl seemed confused before going around to my side and looking over at the phone. Okay, this is either some like weird manipulation tactic or like or like humiliation ritual or maybe she doesn't actually know what's going on either. Her hair rustled a little, and I could smell the sweet scent of her shampoo. She was a demon. I couldn't let her tempt me. I wasn't into 3D girls. Saratan, give me power.
もしかして番号知らない
Do you not know his number?
だったら先にそう言ってくれなきゃごめん
Oh, why didn't you say so? Sorry. She apologized and took the phone from my hand. For a moment, our fingers touched. She was warm. I guess even a demon had the same blood in her veins as a human.
大臣の番号はねほいの
Let's see. Daichin's number is tap. She quickly tapped in the number. From the speed she typed in at that, it had to be the one she knew well.
つながった
Here you go. She offered me the phone. I didn't know what to do, so I took it and held it to my ear. I could hear the sound of the ringing, but that sound cut off, and instead I heard Misumi's voice. Hello? Oh. Someone answered. The person on the phone didn't give their name. They must have been outside somewhere downtown, because I could hear the hustle and bustle of a crowd around them. Who is this? I really hated phone calls. I couldn't be sure if I was even talking to Misumi. The voice sounded similar, but maybe slightly different.
タク大臣出た
Taku, did Daichin answer? She was staring at me again, this time from right in front of me. Damn it, why did she have to be so close to me? I turned my back to her and steeled myself. Nishi. Oh, it's you, Taku. Was it just me, or was Misumi acting weird? I mean, you are acting pretty weird, Takumi, so... How had he known it was me so quickly? All I said was Nishi. I didn't recognize your number. Did you buy a phone? It was possible that she was just having me call somebody with a voice similar to his to fool me. The person with the Misumi-like voice was working for her, maybe, and trying to trick me. Maybe the demon girl knew I didn't have Misumi's real number and had this set up from the start. I was starting to get suspicious of everything. I didn't know what was the truth and what was a lie. Assuming the demon girl was willing to put in the time and effort to set up a trap like that, what kind of trap was it specifically? Wouldn't it be faster for her to just kill me here? Or was there a reason that I had to be deceived, even if it meant doing so in a really roundabout way? Wait, could it be some kind of trick Misumi was setting up? This girl was his girlfriend, and not a classmate at all, but someone he'd sent just to make fun of me. No, wait, not a chance. How could you explain the crucified murder then? So, Taku, what do you want? I never thought I'd actually get a call from you. Well, I really don't like getting calls from guys, you know. It certainly sounded like Misumi. The more I heard him talk, the less likely it seemed that the person I was talking to could be anybody but Misumi. Want to teach me how to pick up... You want me to teach you how to pick up girls? Nah, of course not. I wasn't sure where to start. I could feel someone looking at me from behind me. The girl was staring at me. And the prickling of the back of my neck was still there. What was the look on her face now? I wanted to look back and see, but I was too scared. Look, if you don't need anything, I'm gonna hang up. I don't have time to sit there and here in silence with you. I'm with the girl right now, okay? Well, wait. Well, what is it? If you have something to say, then say it.
その
Well... What is it? Come on, spit it out.
うちの
Our... Yeah?
クラス
Our class? What about our class?
いる
There? What is there?
女子
A girl? Huh?
咲畑って名前の
A girl named Sakihata. I was stammering really badly, but I finally managed to explain to him. He suddenly fell silent. There was no answer. But I could still hear the bustle of the crowd, so he hadn't hung up. Why wasn't he answering? I heard a massive sigh. Look, did you play too many video games and break your brain? Okay, let's look at this. Gaming brain. Some students have shown that when a person plays video games, the amount of beta waves their brain emits drops precipitously. The idea of gaming brain, or games causing brain damage, assumes that prolonged exposure to this state can harm emotional control and reasoning ability. This theory was widely reported by the media, and was for a time considered a serious social problem. However, there are questions about the reliability of the methods used to make these brainwave readings, and some have called the theory into doubt. Alright, let's look at Takasugi. A Japanese internet expression meaning too high. This particular expression is a complicated kanji pun of the type that was popular on the internet message boards in the mid-2000s. It has long since fallen out of fashion, however, and attempts to use it in modern-day Japan would likely be met with bewilderment. Right. I mean... I think this might be like the pre-TikTok brain thing, whatever. Hey! What was he talking about? And anyway, isn't that true that video games... It wasn't true that video games damage your brain. It took me a second, because you said Sakihata, her last name. You're talking about Rimi, right? What? Why? I know you said you're not into 3D girls, but how could you forget about her? I only joined her class this year, but she's been your class since the start of the school. Okay, yeah, something is... Yeah, probably just Takumi being deranged. Then again, they did bring up the, not being sure who was on the other side of the phone earlier, so maybe this isn't Misumi. The three of us went to see a movie just the other day. What? I couldn't grasp what this Misumi-like person was saying. The demon girl and I had been in the same class the whole time. The three of us went to see a movie the other day. Yeah, I don't think that happened. Now I'm questioning shit. What? When was the other day? The only reason you and I are friends is because Remy introduced us. She's a weirdo like me. The only people in the whole wide world who actually care about you are me and her. There's Nanami. And I guess probably Takumi's parents, even though we don't see them. Oh, maybe that's going too far. Not a single one of the words coming through the phone felt real. How could they? None of the things he was describing existed in my memories. I couldn't accept that they'd ever happened. What was this Misumi-like person? What this Misumi-like person was telling me wasn't true. It wasn't real. If anything, if something really happened, you remembered it. Remy can be pretty... Rini can sometimes be pretty unladylike. Don't tell her I said that, though.
君は誰だ
Who are you? Did you really go crazy? You even forgot me too. Too many video games must have scrambled. I couldn't take anymore, so I hung up the phone. I suddenly realized that I was having trouble breathing. The sweat coming off my brow showed no signs of stopping. If anything, it was getting worse. I could feel it dripping off me and landing on the ground below.
タク、汗びっしょりだよ。
Taku, you're sweating really bad. The demon girl had looked genuinely worried as she handed me a handkerchief. It was a cute red one with no pattern on it. The handkerchief had a slightly floral scent. I didn't take it. Instead, I tried to get straight in my head what was going on. It didn't work, though. I just started getting suspicious of everything.
で、大臣はなんて？
So what did Daichin say? She gave a slightly disappointed sigh as she put away the handkerchief, and then she took on a victor's smile. It was as if she'd known the answer from the start. I didn't have the strength to answer her. Who was this woman? Just my classmate? Or a monster? I didn't know. Maybe I was just crazy. Thinking back to my chat with Shogun, I couldn't be sure that somebody wasn't controlling my body. Or maybe there was some kind of accident that took my memories, or this Rimi Sakihata girl away from me and left my other memories intact. What the hell was wrong with me? Amnesia, sleepwalking, something else?
大丈夫？
You okay?
体、辛いならソファーで横になる？
If it hurts, want to lay down on the sofa a while? The demon girl spoke kind words to me. I needed to be especially careful around anyone who said kind words to me. Anybody who'd be nice to a creepy otaku like me definitely had some kind of ulterior motive. I shook my head, no, and then forced myself to look up. The sweat got in my eyes and made my vision blurry. Her face was closer than I thought it would be. What color were her eyes?
なんで
Why?
何？
What?
ここにいる
Why are you here?
ああ、ごめんね、勝手に入っちゃって。
Oh, sorry for just coming in.
でも、ノックしてたんだよ。
But I did knock, you know.
タクは全然出てきてくれないし、中でものすごい音が聞こえてくるしで、結構ハラハラしてたんだから。
You didn't answer at all, and I heard a really loud noise from inside. I was pretty worried. Actually, are we getting Mandela affected? Like, did Takumi slip into another timeline, or did, like... What on earth is happening?
なんで
Why?
今度は何？
Now what?
ここにいる
Why are you here? I didn't mean, why were you able to get inside? What was she even doing here? If she came here to kill me, why wasn't she doing
あ
anything?
あ、ここに来た理由ね。
Oh, the reason I came? Well... Her hand went into her bag, and she took out a handout. Hello.
進路希望のプリント持ってきてあげたの。
I brought you the handout for your post-graduation plans. I took it from her. It said post-graduation plans with 3 blocks below for first preference, second preference, and third preference. Was that really it? Was that the only reason?
帰ってよ。
Go away. I didn't want anything to do with her. It was a terrible idea to get involved with 3D girls. This was some kind of trap. Don't listen to her. This isn't real. This is a video game. A really buggy game. Look at all these weird plot contradictions. It doesn't make any sense as a story. Alright, breaking the fourth wall a little there.
僕に関わらないでよ。
Just leave me alone. If you're not here to kill me, then just go away. I'm me, not somebody else. Maybe some other me has friends with Rimi Sakihata, but that had nothing to do with the real me. I put my head in my hands and closed my heart to the outside world. I shivered, trying to imagine a delusion where the girl Rimi Sakihata wasn't in my room. As soon as I heard the sound of the door opening, which told me the demon girl had left, the only light in the dark room was the pale blue of the monitor, not glue. It was a screensaver featuring Sayara, a character from Bloodtoon the animation. Rimi Sakihata had been here in this container house just half a day ago, and now its only occupant was its owner, Takumi Nishijo. It was getting close to 5 a.m. Takumi's daily life revolved around playing video games until dawn and then passing out on the sofa. Right now, he was curled up in a cramped position on the sofa. He didn't sleep on the bed. He had one, but he didn't sleep in it because it was piled too high with CDs and manga volumes. At first, he'd just been too lazy to clean it off, but then at some point, it began to function as a storage shelf. Ever since then, he'd been sleeping on the 2-person sofa. An awful moan slipped from Takumi's lips. His body was soaked with sweat, and his eyelids were twitching. He might have been having a nightmare. His expression warped with pain. He kept tossing and turning as he lay there, almost falling off. Suddenly, his eyes opened wide. As he stared at the ceiling, his eyes were bloodshot, and the eyeballs themselves seemed to be twitching a little. He stood up without blinking even once, and staggered over to his PC. He didn't sit down. Instead, he moved the mouse while standing up. The screensaver on his monitor disappeared and was replaced by his desktop. His expression, illuminated by the pale light of the monitor, was vacant and empty. His body trembled and shook from side to side. Drool pooled and fell from his mouth. He looked exactly like the typical sleepwalker. He opened up his internet browser in a trance and went for the page on 8chan. His movements were slow and uneven, but there was no hesitation in his hands when he went directly for the news board's new gen threads. There was almost 60 in all, and Takumi opened every single one. His gaze was locked on the screen, and he was typing on the keyboard without looking down on it. He typed a message into each of the 60 threads. The message he typed were short ones, and the same message was posted in every thread. Whose eyes are those? Name Oh, shit. Name Shogun. Whose eyes are those? The next day, I headed to the hospital. Oh, no. Dude, I think I'm going to stop this recording now, and I'm going to say that, and I'm going to take a bit of a break, then get back to it. So, yeah. I usually don't record this early in the morning, so, yeah. Well, anyways, thank you for watching. Have a nice day. It's been Dean the Artist. Goodbye for now. Right.